A very good morning everyone present here. I hope that you all are fit and fine. And after meeting and after connecting on the live sessions, I hope that you all have enjoyed this session and you are carrying your study with this video session as well. So it would be very grateful that I have seen that lot of students are really studying very well. They are asking the questions, and when you are asking in a science class queries that talks about that the child is exactly learning in a very fruitful manner. So with a very beautiful quote, I would like to praise here that always desire to learn something useful. I would like to repeat this sentence. Always desire to leave something useful. What does it mean, Kavya? It means that whatever we are learning, we should learn something we can intake, we can use somewhere whatever we are learning. For example, we are learning the chapter number 3, fiber to fabric. So definitely after learning this chapter, we can identify the chapters, we get to know about the importance of wearing the clothes. So basically whatever things we are learning, we have to learn in a something useful manner. So you all are my 6th class student and I am your science teacher, Miss Rukhsar Parveen. I would like to welcome you all in the video session, and in which we are continuing our chapter number 3, fiber to fabric. Before starting this chapter, yesterday I have asked the question to the students, and they were really giving the answers in a very fruitful manner. They were giving the answers and they are asking the questions as well. So this makes both the side, as a teacher, as a learner, with a very great learning. Okay, so here first of all I would like to introduce that what we are going to discuss in today's session. So yesterday we have discussed few question and answers of chapter 3, and today we are basically considering, I will just phrase all the questions and you already get the PDF with you, and I will just tell you how to give answer. If you forget the answer, so how you can rehearse in your brain, how you will retrieve from your brain. Okay, so let's start with this. So basically first of all I would like to tell you, student, please open your book. This is okay. So which chapter we have to open, Anushka? Yes, we have to open the chapter number 3. So everyone open your book with me, chapter number 3 and page number, Pradham, page number A36. Question number 6, basically in which we have to discuss the exercise question and answers. We are discussing the question number 5. Answer the following question. So what is the first question? I would like to ask you yes, Ayush. Okay, Ayush, tell me. Question is saying, why do wear clothes? Why we do wear clothes? This is very simple. Why we cannot wear clothes? Definitely the question and answer is here. We need to wear clothes to protect ourselves from insects, from animals. Number 2, we have to protect ourselves from climatic conditions. Very nice. Number 3, we have to wear clothes, yes, to maintain the body temperature, whether it is in the winter season, whether it is in the summer season. Now come to the question number 2. As you can see, question number 2 is saying, name 2 man-made and 2 natural cloth materials. Now here the question is man-made and natural cloth material. They are not asking that the fiber name, they are asking the cloth material. Man-made, we all know that man-made material, cloth material is nylon. With the help of nylon we can make the socks, or we can say polyester is example of man-made fibers. So through polyester we can make the curtains, we can make the bed sheets, etc. Now come to the 2 natural cloth material. Very simple, that we are using the cotton and jute fiber. Like cotton we are using for wearing the kurtis, shirts, etc. and we can say jute we are using for making the carpets, for making the pouches, bags, jute bags, etc. Okay, so this is how you can read the question and you can give the answers. Now come to the question number 3. Name the part of the plant which bears fibers in case of cotton, jute and coconut. Now I would like to, you have to give the name the part. Please understand this question beta. We have to give name the part of plant which bears fibers in case of cotton. Okay, cotton we are getting from which part is this? Flower part. Okay, flower. Cotton we are getting from the cotton plant, and cotton plant ka which part we can say? Which part is it? The cotton ball. It is the cotton ball which is the flower part. Okay, now jute part. Okay, jute part. Okay, let's see. Jute part, as we all know that jute part is the basically the jute plant. We are getting the jute from the jute plant. Okay, jute plant, and which part the jute fibers we can get? We can get the jute fiber from the jute plant, you know, stem part. Which part? Stem part. Now coconut, as you all know, we are eating the coconuts, and if we are eating the coconuts, which means which part is basically outer covering of the coconut fibers which we are using. So coconut is a fruit. Coconut is a fruit. So which part is coconut? Coconut is a fruit part. Cotton is flower part, jute is basically stem part, and coconut is fruit part. Is it clear? Okay, let's move towards the next question. What kind of fibers are used for making yarn? Okay, what kind of fiber which we are using for making the yarn? Simple. We are using the natural fibers. We are using the synthetic fibers, so that we can directly make the yarn. So cotton, jute, etc. We are using the fibers to making yarn. Now the fifth question, or you can prefer your book. It is written, classify the following fibers as natural or synthetic fibers. Okay. Now there are some examples given below, like nylon, jute, wool, polyester, cotton, silk and coir. Okay. Now you have to tell me that which is the synthetic fiber and which is the basically natural fiber, and it is mentioned in your PDF as well. As we all know, nylon is the we can say nylon is the your synthetic. Nylon is synthetic fiber. Jute, yes, jute is natural fiber. Okay, wool is natural fiber. So let's start with the next question. Okay, so basically we are doing the classification as I have told you. Nylon, as you all know, nylon which we are getting from the synthetic fiber. So we will classify as you can write as a synthetic. After that, jute, as we all know, jute, wool, cotton and silk are the natural fiber. Now coir you all know that coconut outside layer we can say coir. So coir is also natural fiber. So what are the man-made fiber here? Only polyester and nylon, and rest of the things can consider as a natural fiber. So nylon and polyester are the synthetic fibers. Now question number 6 is asking, name all the processes involved in serial order for making cotton fabrics from the raw cotton. It's very simple question. As if you want to find the answer yourselves, you can open your book and come to the point. Basically your some plants fiber like cotton, in which it is written here that first of all we are cropping all the cotton fibers, cotton plants, and once the blossom, the cotton balls will come out from the plant. Now what we will do, we will take out those balls, and what we will do then after, we can send it for the processes. Like first, what process will start? Removal of seeds are called ginning process. Ginning process. After that we will convert into yarn is spinning process. then we will send it to the looms. That is your, yes, weaving process. So processes we can say ginning, spinning and weaving process serial wise. Okay, now come to the next question. As it is written after 6th question, it is written 7th question, that name 2 items that are made from coconut fiber. As I have shown you as well, coconut fiber is a very hard fiber, so we can make the ropes. And second one, what we can make the carpets. Okay, after that, why is it necessary to spin fiber so as to make yarn? Okay, again I am going to show you this. For example, what question is saying? Question is saying why we need to spin this fiber to make the yarn. Very simple, that you should know the spinning process. Spinning process means something which we are twisting. We are twisting the fibers, and when we are twisting the fibers, we are giving the strength, thickness of the yarn. That is why we are spinning the basically fibers to make yarns. Now, how is jute fiber removed from the dried jute stalks? It is very important. The question is saying कि हम जूट के फाइबर्स को जूट के प्लांट से स्टॉक से कैसे निकालते हैं. स्टॉक्स का मतलब होता है बहुत सारे प्लांट्स का बंच बना के रखना. ओके, बहुत सारे प्लांट्स के स्टेम का बंच बना के वी आर पुटिंग इट and we are just making the bundle, and what we will do, we will put in a running water or stagnant water for 20 days, for 2 weeks, 3 weeks or maximum or 4 weeks also. After that, when we will put it inside the water, this process is known as retting process. All the fibers will loosen up because of the water molecules. After that, we will remove out those stalks and we will beat those stalks so that they will loosen up. So this is the process of removal of jute fibers from the jute plants. Now the 11th question is, give the uses of cotton and jute. Again, as we have discussed in the online classes as well, we have discussed cotton, where we are using for making the clothing materials, in the hospital for making the papers as well, and where we are using the jute for making the bags, for making the articles like jute bags, jute pouches, curtains, doormats, etc., or you can say rope also. So here we are using the jute fibers. So almost all the question and answers are clear here. Now come to the question number 6, which is value based question. Now first of all, beta, value based question means something we are applying the knowledge whatever we have taught, we have listened, and after that we will inculcate that where we are using those knowledge as a value. It is important. Okay. So first of all, I'll read, there is a 2 value based question. I'll read number 1. Sahil is a son of tailor. Tailor, those who are stitching the clothes and all. He is 8 years old. Who is 8 years old? Sahil. He is playing with the cutting of different clothes. What he is playing? He is cutting the different types of clothes. He asked question to his father about properties of different clothes. उसने क्या करा? He asked to his father that which type of fabric is this? What type of fabric are those? Why this is shiny? Why this is soft? This type of question he must be asked. Being a tailor, his father explains all such questions. Okay, being a father, he explains all such questions. So let's start with the question what he has asked basically. So basically there is 2 value based type of question. Number 1 is Sahil's and second one is Amit's. So we are talking about the Sahil. I read about the story of the Sahil. Now what he has asked, let's see. What are the values displayed by Sahil? So what do you think, Ishanvi? What he has displayed the values, that why he is asking about the properties. This shows that he is very much curious about to learn science, because properties and all the things we are studying in the science majorly. Okay. Now second, he is asking what are the values shown by his father in answering such questions. So here what type of values his father shows when he is telling that basically he wanted to update his son about the knowledge of the fabrics. Okay, he wanted to tell this type of fabric is like this, that type of fabric is like this, cotton is there, jute is there. Okay, so he wanted to update him. Whom? Sahil. Now third is asking by why do we wear clothes and not the other animals. As we have done, as you all know that human beings is not having the body structure like the animals are having. So definitely we need to protect from animals, we need to protect ourselves from the climates, from the hot and winter seasons, or we can say we need to maintain our temperature. That is why we are wearing the clothes, whereas animals are already naturally having that type of, they are having the characteristics to survive in particular regions. Now come to the second value based question, that is saying Amit's father brought a dried coconut fruit at home. Okay, he removed the outer fiber with the help of sickle basically, as it is a type of a stick, and he broke the coconut shell. उन्होंने क्या किया? He broke the coconut shell and removed coconut fruit. Then he collected all the discarded material and put them for the future use. अमित wondered to observe it. अमित बहुत खुश हुआ कि देखा उसने जब. Next day he went to school and discussed his problem to his teacher. उसने ये सारी चीजों को observe किया और उसने किससे discuss किया? अपने teacher से. The teacher explained his problem properly. So question was, what are the values noticed in Amit? अमित के अंदर कौन सी वैल्यूज हमने नोटिस की? डेफिनेटली दैट हिज एक्टिविटी शोज दैट ही इज कीन टू लर्न अबाउट द साइंस मोर. And to what use can be put wooden fiber and outer shell? Wooden fiber and outer shell, what we can say, we can use for the doormats, or we can make the ropes, etc. Okay, so till here a value based question is completed. Now everyone open your page, same activity, page number A36 and A37. Now I would like to tell you that there is an activity written to observe the surface of different kind of fibers. Okay, what we have to do? We have to take cotton threads, we have to take wool threads, we have to take silk thread, rayon thread, polyester thread. So first of all you should know that what kind of threads are they. So I right now I don't have, I can show you that this is the cotton thread. This is the cotton thread, and if you feel that this surface is so rough and this is not shiny as well, if I'll show you, this is your polyester thread. This is your polyester thread. They are completely smooth comparatively to this. So this is the activity that we have to observe the surface of different type of fabric. If you will feel the wool fiber surface, so it is so hard, so harsh, uneven surfaces. And silk thread are having very smooth and very thin and very delicate kind of thread. Now the second activity, it is written to study the burning characteristics of different kinds of fabrics, preferably in the presence of your teacher. So definitely right now I don't have the fabric, as you all know that we are at home and you are also not having, and I would suggest don't do this activity because it can be harmful. Only I will do, and when I'll do, when we'll meet in this school, we will definitely do. So what we have to do, we have to collect some fabrics, okay, and we have to put it on the burning flame. Okay, or basically we have to check how these clothes, how these fabrics are burned. Are having the same property of burning? Few can be burned easily, few can be burned very slowly, few can give the very foul smell, and few can give no smell, few can give the ash, few cannot give. So after doing this activity, what we will observe, basically in case of cotton strips, it burns slowly with a large flame. The smell is like the burning paper. So what will happen when we will burn the cotton strip? This type of observation we will get. In case of nylon and polyester strip, if we will burn, so it will smell like melt and burn slowly to form grey sticky beads, and it smells like burning plastic, as the plastics are burning and they are giving droplets like very droplet like foam like structures. And if we will burn this silk properly without any flame, and it will give a smell like that of charred meat differently, you know. And it residues, जो बचा हुआ उसका जब जलने के बाद जो पार्ट हमें मिलेगा, it residue swells up to form black ash. वो फिर किस में कन्वर्ट हो जाएगा? black ash में. Now similarly the third activity is written to study absorbing capacity of different kind of fabric. Yes, this you can do. As I have seen that lot of students have made their cover page beautifully. So if you are having the fabric, what you can do, you can put it in the water, and you just have to observe that which fabric is absorbing the water very well, which fabric is not absorbing the water. Then tell me in the next online class. Okay, so till here almost our chapter is completed, and we will start our next chapter. I hope that you will do all the question and answers in your book, and definitely we will see you in the live sessions again if you are having any kind of doubt. So see you in the next class. Take care. Bye bye.